groups a vehicle to express their hatred by criticizing Islam. So they find a loophole, putting everyone else in a position where they either will have to accept or infringe on their freedom of speech, or force them to go into much more complex arguments about contextualization, about audiences, about speech acts, where the critique has the function of hate speech. So it's a kind of political economy of hate. If you want to express your hate and do not want to be convicted of hate speech, attacking a religion is a legal and smart way of doing it.
Patrick, I wonder what your thoughts are about just harmony, right, and integration and tolerance amongst different faiths and ethnicities throughout France when it happens, when these sorts of things happen, right? Because it's not like this is the only offensive things that Charlie Hebdo has done, and that's fine, right? Because Charlie Hebdo, as its raison d'etre, is a magazine which is meant to be satire and is meant to, in some ways, be offensive. I mean, it even spoke about Aylan Kurdi, that child who died, the migrant child, the asylum seeker child who was killed on that beach. It even spoke about that child as somebody who may have grown up to be a terrorist, I believe, is what the connotation was during that cartoon. But I wonder what you think about the kind of effect that this has on society, right? I mean, we can keep arguing free speech, but then this does affect how people live side by side.
But I think there is so much to do to fight discrimination Muslims are facing in my country. And the first discrimination they are facing is not being Muslim, because even the most racist people recognize and attack them for being Muslim. What they don't recognize in them is their right to be citizen. And it is for example, my fight is about that. And also the right to be treated equally as citizen, not to be over controlled by the French police in the street, stop and frisk. You have so many